Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Edwards. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Escaping the pressure right. Shreds the tackle, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs.
Yeah, turn your mic on, boy. Yeah, I know your weak ass got a mic.
6 now. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
I know your weak ass got a mic, boy. Come on, turn your motherfucker on, boy.
They run off tackle right with Hill. And this one goes nowhere. Losing
that shit ain't
yardage
working,
on the play
boy.
back at the 46. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
That shit ain't working, boy.
Now it's Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit,
that shit not working, my friend.
Too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. On 3rd down, Jackson.
Yeah, who the fuck are you throwing? Who?
Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Don't do nothing stupid. Don't do nothing.
They're going to try and throw.
Do something stupid.
A short throw caught by Andrews. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. On the draw is Edwards. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. To throw is Jackson.
And I smell a pick in yo. I smell a fucking pick coming, boy. Use a bitch, nigga. Use a bitch. Yeah. Smelt it. Use a bitch. Okay, we got one viewer. I feel like it's hating ass nigga. What's going on, viewer, Kaz? Like that pick. She smelt that shit. He thought it was shake that ass. Like it was shake that ass.
Which means the free safety in the middle of the field. The 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds.
He slow poke,
but when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Real slow poke. Real fucking slow poke.
Play there, gonna get 10 and a quick first down.
Real slow poke out here, cuz.
Now Purdy.
Oh my god. Ooh, I saw you. I saw you right there too. I saw you. I still see you. I still see you. Stop playing with us, cuz. That boy sat in that pocket like that.
Now Purdy, he's
oh yeah, it's TD. It's TD. Get up there. Why they do that to me like that? Oh, bro, come on.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys.
Can hear me too,
on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Boy! Boy, you lucky they ain't let me turn it to him.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. As they'll stop the clock.
I don't even think you're going to score this game, man.
Halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I don't even think you're going to score. Oh, yeah, don't do no streaks.
Jackson.
Don't do no streaks, folks. Don't do no streaks, boy.
Bring him down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
You taking all day to pick these bum-ass plays, man.
2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
You doing these bum-ass, scrub-ass plays, guys.
Flush to his right.
Give me that. You thought you caught that, didn't you? You stood up and everything.
Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes.
Y'all stood up and everything. Thought you caught that shit, Kyle, didn't you, Kyle?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. That's going deep for Bateman.
Give me that. Give me that shit. They bogus.
Incomplete.
They bogus as hell,
We're scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th
bogus,
down.
bro.
And if they kept off the scoreboard in this first
You
half,
weak as hell, bro.
They're trying to change that in one fell swoop.
You really garbage.
Winds up incomplete.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson being chased out left.
Oh yeah, you goofy. You dumb. You just dumb.
For the pressure, maybe that was for the best.
That was the dumbest shit you could have did, fuck. You should have just do the pick.
So 1 touchdown, 1 2-point conversion. That accounts for a first half total of 8-0 score. As we send you cross country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens.
I should have smeared his ass. Smeared him.
Onside kick, it didn't work.
You making this less exciting every quarter, bro.
They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
You doing these streaks like that shit finna work, bro. That shit not finna work.
Play action. It's Jackson.
You don't do nothing crazy. You do. Come on, they cheating, bro.
Through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me. The subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot.
Ooh, gotta be careful.
The trend with incompletions, that won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Real bumper.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Buying time to his left. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do in quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play.
None of that going on,
Still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Street.
They'll run for it. It's Edwards.
Oh, they gave it to him. Oh, we thought you was going, cuz.
Yeah, good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
You make this shit like less exciting, bro. Every drive.
First down on a pickup of 11.
This shit crazy.
They run once more with Edwards.
Look at that. Finally. Jeez Louise. Third quarter, like, finally. You going for the two? You going for the two, or you going to kick the field goal, man?
So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21,
do
28 points,
man.
and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
And it'll be intercepted.
We did some strange shit.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at
the 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Purdy now to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. Gets this one to use check. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know that play went for no yardage, all right? But I like the attempt because the fullback position, whether it's a fullback, a tight end, an H-back, wherever you want in that spot, not known as a primary pass catcher. So sometimes the element of surprise works in your favor. But on that play, give credit to the defensive guys.
And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy.
Looking deep for Jennings. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep.
And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Edwards.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Again, it'll be Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Edwards. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They go play action with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Jackson here is going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they'll go with a ground attack here. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. And the ball on the 30 here, 2nd and 4. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And they'll go on the ground. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw, Purdy. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Hey, check back, 6. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Samuel going to go in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here?
They go with McCaffrey.
And he'll get into the end zone, so that pushes the lead up to 4. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now back to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Looking to throw. Purdy.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
What kind of fortitude does it take to go for it on 4th down late in the fourth quarter, knowing that a turnover on downs could turn out to cost you the football game? I don't know if I could have made that call if I was down on the sideline. That's as gutsy as they come, and it may just seal them the victory.
CD for the losing side. They had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
First off, my name Toe, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fufu. Grew up wearing platinum fubu on the southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way up. Long ways from the days I evade valet stuff. Couldn't pay nowadays. All the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks from Mercedes. I resage Chukwueze, then my babies. Label hit be trying to sway me. Pay me. Wrote the game ain't 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me, I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership with drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot, feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata. Usher told me do it my way, Frank Sinatra. Been a shot to
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona.
Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started.
And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
First carry for James Conner. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, here's Murray.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
Fighting through, and he's got space.
Down the sideline he goes. Rondale Moore.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Rondale Moore.
72 yards.
And the Cardinals go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead.
Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Oh, what a move. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Purdy eluding the pressure right. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Purdy escaping the pressure right.
Brandon Ayuk. That is caught. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, he's already shown on this opening drive that he will run the football. We know that about him, Charles, so maybe when he gets outside the pocket, the defense a little wary about the run, and he's able to convert the pass.
And that wariness will often cause you to be a step or two slow. And sometimes you get so focused on will he or won't he run the football, you forget that there are receivers in your area and they find themselves open, and there's another completed pass.
A second down throw for Purdy.
Steps away to his left. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. Back to throw. Purdy. Flushed out right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Purdy will throw for it.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons. Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the 49ers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Purdy from the gun. Flush to his right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
They'll roll him out right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Operating from the gun. Purdy being chased out left. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hand.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And this will be swung out here for counter.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Switch up. Right there, 54, right there.
Now Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
So illegal touching, Charles. If you set foot out of bounds as a receiver, you can't be the first to touch it.
You nailed it on that one. You've got to be mindful of the sideline.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Murray going to throw.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
From 21 yards away.
And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their...
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 15 now. Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here's 3rd and 7. Purdy looking to throw.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Cards will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing now is Murray. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Murray.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Down the right sideline and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Boy, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Connor. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, 31 yards. And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The Cardinals offense staying put. Obviously, watch out for Kyler's legs. They'll go for 2 here. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Flush to his right. This one caught by Kittle.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Throwing here, Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
3rd and 12.
Purdy. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Going for it, it's Mitchell.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right? Because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal. Too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
And the 49ers are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
They're really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you... want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. And right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the 49ers are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. Give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3.
Shrugs him off, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Here's Purdy to throw.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the 2nd half. You want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Again, it's Connor. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position